to say that over the past couple of years, I've really seen a great advancement in the level of sophistication of the pitches and the products or technologies that people are bringing forward. It's great. It's a great testament to some of the support that we've been giving to young companies, but it's also a great indicator of the bright people that are coming out of schools today.
The why they do it is clear. They often have a very passionate and personal reason for doing the work they're doing. And what we want to show is that when you actually work closely with users, your product is much more likely to be successful because you really know them. You know people and how they use the product and why they use it and how it's going to help them.
What we do is we find patient subpopulations for pharmaceutical companies to help them with difficult trials, right? So we find these profitable subpopulations using machine learning. The machine learning really relies on knowing, having confidence in your populations that you're trying to learn about. But oftentimes a clinician doesn't really know why somebody's responding or whether there's a placebo response.
We are developing a wearable point-of-care medical device that can alert high-risk patients, their caregivers, and emergency services if they're having a stroke. The device is a comfortable wearable headband that patients can put on and go to sleep with right at the comfort of their home. And it's paired with an EEG detection algorithm that raises an alarm every time a stroke occurs. This alarm is then automatically validated by a technician, so he in turn can alert the interested parties so we can get the patient to treatment in a timely manner.
Our solution is what we call a mindfulness-based patient journey platform. It's clinical-grade meditation. Mindfulness is an evidence-based form of meditation. The value proposition is better patient experience, health efficiencies in terms of ROI, in terms of health services utilization, decreased and also improved outcomes for the patient.
Hi, I'm Dr. David Groppe, and I'm here today to tell you how to improve epilepsy surgery, our software for automated epilepsy surgery assisted diagnosis. So for example, just a few months ago, it was shown for the first time that an algorithm could identify some types of epilepsy-related EEG activity, as well as neurologists. So our plan is to capitalize on this emerging technology to do online analysis of continuous video, intracranial EEG, and neuroimaging data to diagnose pathological and function-critical brain regions in these epilepsy surgery candidates.
So as we all know, there is a neurological disease epidemic sweeping our world, and it's only getting worse as the population ages. And you can see here 5 of the hardest hitting and most prevalent neurological diseases, and these will be what we'll be talking about today. Introducing Pronura. So our test was developed by Dr. Douglas P. Munoz. His method uses an eye tracking camera to follow the saccadic movements of our eyes as this test plays on the computer screen in front of us. Our method via the algorithm is able to quickly single out outliers, raising a red flag for people who deviate from the norm to single them out for follow-up testing.
What we devised is a non-invasive eye scanner for early detection of Alzheimer's pathology, years before the emergence of clinical symptoms. Our technology is based on hyperspectral imaging, NASA-grade hyperspectral imaging that allows us to identify spectral signature of Alzheimer's neuropathological changes in the eye in a matter of seconds.
Trexo is the first ever exoskeleton device for children with disabilities. This is something that a child can wear and use in a clinical setting or at home to get the full benefits of robotic rehabilitation. And not only that, Trexo is also designed as a mobility device. It can allow a child to perform everyday tasks at home or outdoors and significantly improve their quality of life. With Trexo, parents and children can finally dream of escaping the dreaded wheelchair.
So my name is Mike Willand, and I'm here to talk about how our company is striving to change the standard of care of treating peripheral nerve injuries. So I want to introduce you to Augusta. She's a 7-year-old girl I encountered during my time as a postdoc at Sick Kids, and she came to the hospital after suffering a very severe injury. This was following a boating accident. Now, surgeons were able to reconstruct her nerves in her leg, and I came in to start to deliver this new type of therapy in that we electrically stimulated her injured nerves for 1 hour to boost the regenerative process. And actually, Augusta was the very first pediatric patient in the world to have this treatment, and her recovery has truly been remarkable.
So at Spotterwort, we have developed a new kind of biomaterial, plant-based biomaterial, so made of cellulose, that contain a structure made of a lot of small microchannels that will at the end connect both sides of the spinal cord. So within 2 months, our animals are not able to walk, they are able to sustain their own weight, and they also have coordinated movements. And when we take out, so here we add the transaction, you can see now that it looks like a healthy spinal cord. When we take out that biomaterial and we look inside it, it's now full of neurons.
Very often children with autism have difficulty relating to their own emotions. Sometimes the only way they can express themselves is through a behavior meltdown, which can be emotionally draining and sometimes physically dangerous for themselves and the people around them. And we are building a tool to measure anxiety in real time, which contributes to these meltdowns. So Reveal is based on a hardware device. We're building the software side of it, but it's a wearable and it measures 3 physiological indicators of anxiety in real time, and these indicators were selected based on the leading research in the space that you can measure from the wrist. So
we have built a platform that connects researchers and potential and current participants. With Participate, researchers can increase recruitment and retention. On the other side, for the public, and most importantly, it increases accessibility, transparency of the whole process, and makes that process more engaging and rewarding.